Hi, I'm Naomi.
I'm Katie.
And welcome to Latis TV Gaming News, bringing you all the game news straight from South Korea.
There's no good news like good numbers, and it's safe to say that PUBG Corp and Tencent will be more than happy with recent reports that PUBG Mobile's revenue has reached $30 million. The total has been buoyed by the release of PUBG Mobile's Premium Royale Pass, with the game's daily revenue tripling since its implementation on June 19th. App Store and Google Play users are now spending an average of around $650,000 a day on PUBG Mobile, compared to the previous $220,000. Sensor Tower's findings stated that since the Royale Pass was introduced, PUBG Mobile hasn't made less than $450,000 a day. It hit its daily revenue peak on June 21st, raking in a mammoth $1.1 million.
And perhaps some of that daily pocket change will be going towards PUBG Corp's newest venture, as it has been recently announced that they have established new offices in China. The Chinese office for PUBG Corp has been established in Shanghai, founded by PUBG Corp CEO Kim Chang-han. It is likely the new base is to allow PUBG Corp to work more closely with Chinese publisher and business partner Tencent Games, and perhaps to keep a closer eye on expanding the PUBG franchise over China, while stomping out any more copycat titles. In regards to PUBG Corp's global expansion, CEO Kim Chang-han said, "Unexpectedly, we have seen global success and feel we have the responsibility to improve the game and sustain this at a global scale. So we are looking to expand our offices, and we hope to do that in a few areas this year."
If you're looking for a new MMORPG to lose yourself in during your commute, then good news. Next in America has finally released the long-awaited MapleStory M in 140 countries. Western fans have been waiting for MapleStory M since it was first released in Korea back in 2016. After a long development and beta testing period, the global launch finally took place last week on the 24th. Players who log in and play MapleStory M will be able to receive special in-game items every day until August 21st in celebration of the launch. The game features 150 levels of content with all the features from the classic, like dungeons and character customization, as well as mobile-optimized auto battle and hunting and new platform-exclusive character classes. MapleStory M is available for free download now on both iOS and Android devices via the App Store and Google Play.
And if you'd rather try something that's a little less adorable mushrooms and a little bit more flaming dragon mounts, then no worries, as another long-awaited mobile MMO finally was released last week, Icarus M. WeMade has had a difficult ride with Icarus M, with a dispute with publishing giants Netmarble potentially jeopardizing the game's release. The stumble didn't seem to shake fans' anticipation too much, as pre-registration numbers exceeded 2 million before the official release last week on the 26th. After successfully cancelling the contract with Netmarble, WeMade has finally published Icarus M under their WeMade service domestically. Netmarble was scheduled to publish the game globally, so whether an international launch is still on the cards is unknown for the time being.
Nexon promised a big summer update for its mobile title Mabinogi Heroes and has finally started a countdown for its headliner, a new addition to its character roster. Grimdon is a merciless assassin that focuses on aiming at enemies' weak points before taking them out, undetected. He wields a one-handed weapon and unique armor. Nexon also dropped a teaser trailer featuring some atmospheric chorus chanting in dramatic isolated breaths, showcasing his combat style. Grimdon will be available on Korean service in the second week of August. There's still no word yet on whether he will be coming to the English version of Mabinogi Vindictus, so stay tuned and we'll be sure to let you know of any updates.
Pearl Abyss has revealed a first look at its famous character creation tool for its upcoming implementation in the Xbox One version of Black Desert. The character editor has long been known for its seemingly limitless customization options and impressive aesthetics, with the ability to create anything from almost photorealistic celebrity avatars to truly some of the most grotesque beings to ever grace an MMO. The Xbox One version of the tool looks every bit as powerful as its PC predecessor, with the most minute of details at the mercy of your controller. For the PC version of Black Desert Online, Pearl Abyss showcased the power of its character creation tool by releasing it as a standalone download in advance of the game itself. There's no word yet on whether they'll follow suit with the Xbox One release.
The Blade & Soul 2018 World Championships wrapped up its first preliminary round, and ANC has opened up registration for its second bout to welcome new competitors. 4 teams made it through the first preliminaries and earned their spots in the World Championship Qualifier Tournament Finals, with Goblin Spiders and Bai repping Europe and Happy and Guardians flying the flag for the US. Teams that didn't make it through the first qualifier have another chance to earn a final spot in the second prelims to be held this Friday and Saturday. NC has also opened registration to new competitors looking to enter the fray. If you still want to take part, be sure to grab 2 friends and sign up your team ASAP. A second preliminary registration closes at 12 p.m. PST on August 2nd.
And that's a wrap. The regular season of Contenders Korea Season 2 has concluded, largely predictably, though perhaps with one minor upset, and a bunch of really exciting narratives going into the playoffs that start this week. But before we look ahead to the playoffs, let's look back on the last week of the regular season to see who got there and how. We were back to the full 4-day week that kicked off on the 25th, with Metabellum assertively booking their playoff spot with a 4-0 win against WGS. WGS managed to reclaim some of their pride with a 3-1 win against Blossom, but it wasn't enough to get them in the playoffs. Former champs X6 struggled with a 3-1 loss to Kongdu Panthera, and Runaway finished their regular season with a clean 4-0 against Metabellum. In Group B, the Foxes stayed consistent in their struggle by opening this week on a 0-3 loss to MVP Space. O2 Ardiant and GC Busan Wave had a close matchup on day 2, with O2 coming out on top 3-2. And the Foxes managed to get their first win in their last game of the season, beating fellow Trials by 3-1. And Group B finished on the strangest note with a scoreline no one quite saw coming. MVP Space managed to beat Element Mystic 4-0 in the last matchup of Season 2. Which means we finally have our 8 playoff spots locked in. WGS and Blossom will be retreading familiar steps back to the Trials for Season 3, but this is the first relegation for Seven and the Foxes, who made the quarterfinals last season. That means Kongdu Panthera, O2 Ardiant, Metabellum, Runaway, X6 and Element Mystic are all returning to the playoffs, with GC Busan and MVP Space joining them for the first time. This is where it gets exciting, because history has shown us that literally anything could happen from this point on. This time last season, O2 Ardiant did the unthinkable and knocked out a previously undefeated Element Mystic, so who knows what's on the cards? We'll find out soon enough as it all kicks off tomorrow at 7 p.m. KST. Time is short and time differences are cruel, so if you only have a limited amount of time to catch up, be sure to watch last week's highlight matchup of GC Busan Wave versus O2 Ardiant and X6 versus Kongdu Panthera. It's difficult to pick and choose which playoff matches to watch since they're all so predictable at this point, but it'd be definitely worth your while to see if last season's finalist O2 Ardiant can make it against a Metabellum lineup that is considerably stronger this season. Also, X6 versus Element Mystic is bound to be a close one as our defending champions take on the team who were everyone's favourites to win it in the first place. One of these frontrunners will be out, but both have stumbled rather unexpectedly in the past, so who knows how this one will turn out. If you were wondering why Bumper was suddenly subbed out of Game 3 in Runaway's match against Metabellum last week, then we have answers, and it has nothing to do with 4D chess, unfortunately. Runaway posted a statement on Twitter stating that Bumper is in fact injured. He could not continue to play with his wrist pain and was subbed out for treatment before the series concluded. What this means going forward for the playoffs is unknown, but we've all got our fingers crossed that he'll be back to form ASAP. And WGS are headed back to the Trials for Season 3 and have a few things to work out in the meantime as they took to Twitter to announce some roster departures. Flex player Really and support player Hiley's contracts with the org expired and the two have left the team. Expect to see a subsequent recruitment notice in the coming weeks.
If you didn't manage to get tickets to the Final Fantasy Distant World concert this September, then you will be pleased to hear that you have another shot at Square Enix concert this fall. The Kingdom Hearts Orchestra World Tour will be making a stop in Seoul in October. The Kingdom Hearts Orchestra World Tour first kicked off back in 2017 in celebration of the game's 15th anniversary. This year's encore concert includes 18 cities across the world. The tour will be making one of its final stops in Seoul on October 6th. Tickets are available now via Interpark.
As from us here at Latis TV, if you haven't already, be sure to check out our review on Masm's, Jekyll and Hyde up on our YouTube channel, and we also have the written article on our Medium.
And this weekend, we're going to check out Comic-Con in Seoul, so keep an eye out on our Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube for all the live updates.
that's it for today. See you guys on next week. Bye bye.
Bye bye.